the video blog. Yay. How's it going, everybody? Coming to you from the floor of my living room. You know, it's exciting. I try to change the venue up as much as I can. I thought that today I might do a blog about a couple of things. But really, most specifically, I thought I would tell the second flasher story of my life. I saw two flashers before the age of 9 years old, or I guess by the time I was 8 years old. And I already told the first flasher story in a blog, and thought that I would share the second one. It's a bit shorter. You guys are all probably sighing huge sighs of relief. Sighing sighs of relief? Is that right? Heaving sighs of relief? Whatever. Okay. When I was 8 years old and in third grade, I actually lived in a Northern California city called Mountain View. And I was walking home from school. And as we're walking along, I was walking with friends. There was this small truck, a little white truck, that pulled up alongside of all of us, and he rolled his window down and beckoned us to come over. And no one actually went over except me, of course. I was not trained, against such things. I don't think, it's 78, and sort of training your kids against stranger danger wasn't yet in vogue. So I sidled on up and leaned in to the truck, and he seemed like a normal enough guy. He actually was dressed sort of like a work guy, like a construction worker kind of guy. And he had a paper towel in his lap. Foreshadowing. And so he asked me if I could give him directions on how to get to Fisherman's Wharf. Again, I lived in Northern California. All I knew about Fisherman's Wharf was that it was in San Francisco, and I knew that it was far away because I knew that it took us about not quite an hour to get there. And so I remember feeling really disappointed because, when you're a kid, you really want to be able to come through for an adult, So he asked me how to get to Fisherman's Wharf, and I just said, I don't know. I just know it's really far away from here. At which point he said to me, I started to walk away, and he called me back and said, hey, wait, well, can you tell me how to get to El Camino Real? And, this was the street that was just up ahead. There was one signal light ahead. I mean, not even 100 feet. So clearly this was his ploy. And, I said, yes, this street right here is El Camino Real. This is El Camino Real right here. And I was so excited because I had the answer. And then I started to walk away, and he said, wait. And I leaned back in, and he lifted the paper towel and said, but do you know what this is? And my little 8-year-old brain, which was originally probably trying to make sense of something I had, I was not expecting to see, originally said, your thumb. And then immediately, upon realizing that wasn't his thumb, I just said, that's not your thumb. And I ran away and ran to my friends and caught up with them. Now, if you've seen the first vlog and you know that what happened at the end of my last flasher story, you know that I had a very embarrassing and humiliating encounter with a very cute officer. And I did not want this to happen again, so I told my best friend, Bonnie Natras, and I swore her to secrecy because I didn't want to go through that again. So that worked out for about 3 weeks. I didn't tell anyone but Bonnie. But Bonnie, unfortunately, told her older sister, Holly, who was in true older sister form, much more responsible, and so she immediately told her mother, who immediately told mine. Ugh. Is there no honor among thieves? So I get home that day, and my mother has called the police, to which she says to me, don't be shy, they're sending over a female officer. I asked for a female officer, as if Oh, as if that's way more comfortable. I want to talk about penis with any adult, but, you know, I mean, right? What kid wants to discuss such a thing with an adult? So my mother told me that like as if that was going to help, but really, I was just mortified and awaited the arrival of this police officer as a prisoner awaiting the executioner. I was just sick about it. So she arrives and she wants to know, and she's asking me questions and when and what time, etc., and describe the truck. And then we get to the part we all know about where I have to tell her the specific body part that he showed me. And once again, clammed up, totally mute, no desire to even allude to that part of the body to some adult, which is so funny. It's so American, isn't it? Like in Europe, they're just like, the penis, and they don't care. They'll show it to you. Much healthier. They have a much healthier view about the body than we do. But I remembered suddenly that myself and my friends had this ploy where there was this sex education book in the bookmobile that was illustrative. And myself and Holly and Bonnie would sort of check it out of the bookmobile on a loop so that we would always have it in our possession. Curious 8-year and 9-year-olds that we were. So my mother didn't know I had it. None of our mothers know we had it. It was hidden in my room. So I ran back to my room, got the sex education book, ran out, opened it up to the boy page, and pointed to the offending member. And once again, I always wonder if that was in the report, that I pointed it out in a kitty book. Anyway, that was my second flasher. I have one other flasher story that's less interesting. Clearly, I'm just a magnet for men who want to show their wares. But yet again, the moral of the story is teach your kids to stay away from strange people looking for directions or whatever, right? Because the end result of that story could have been a lot scarier if the guy was a lot more dangerous. Wow, what a buzzkill, right? Wah, wah. Anyway, that's all. That's all I have for today's video blog. Hope everyone's having a great week. See ya.